All right. I think we're good. I think we're live. I think we're
I
doing
think
it.
we are.
We are live. We're back. Zenith Online Racing, our Bigga with you, joined again by GP Colin. It's off-season testing, pre-season testing, very early pre-season testing. We don't even have tiers yet. People don't have seats. We just got a group of guys that want to race this year in a lobby together, and we're gonna go have some fun. So welcome, GP. How was your off-season? I mean, I guess we're still off-season. We're just kind of like we're popping in.
Yeah, I'm starting to get into summer.
Summer
I
break.
haven't really had many races in this new game. I've been enjoying the outdoors a little too much, or
Uh,
as much as I can, I should say. Not too much, but yeah, I'm
Probably a good
looking
thing.
forward to this.
We do spend a lot of time watching virtual racing on our Monday nights. So it's probably a good thing that you're getting some different scenery for a while. But it is good to be back here. I think pretty sure this track was laser scanned. It does seem a lot nicer from the brief moments I've driven it. And it's good to see a pretty much full grid. We got a lot of guys that turned up tonight for. We're doing one shot, we're doing sprint, and we're doing a race after that. So should be a good evening of action. We're not going to waste too much time in quali. We're going to get right to it. So fired up for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I haven't even seen the real F1 sprint race qualifying. So I just haven't been able to watch them. So I'm curious to see
Okay.
how this goes.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. 10 laps they'll be doing for the sprint, and then they start from the same positions the next race, and then 29 laps for that race. You got to think mediums
Awesome.
for the sprint, right? Medium tire, 10 laps, easy, just
10
push.
laps? Yeah, I would think so. However,
Yeah.
I could make it 10 laps on the softs.
You think so?
I think I could, yeah.
I
I
guess
mean,
so.
for some reason, and I can't explain why, and I'm always, somebody would be at 50%, I'm at 32%.
Yeah. All right, let's get all the stuff up on the screen. Kind of settle back in. It feels like we're home again. Feels pretty good.
Sort of, yeah. Home away from home.
Yeah. Let me wonder if anybody listening or watching can let us know how the audio is when they get a chance. I haven't done any audio tweaking in this, so our voices compared to the sound of the game might be too loud, but in my head it sounds good, so I think we might be alright. It's riding with Soy Loco right now, who's kind of in ninth. I guess it does go by... does sort of sort them in order, right?
I think so. Again, I'm so new to this
Yeah.
this format, I don't know.
T-Money joined. Nice. Look at that.
Yeah, glad to
Late
see you
entry.
here.
Hightower.
Yeah. Why are Hightower and Bobby already out? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, maybe they crashed or invalidated.
Huh.
It's
really
one shot.
weird.
What are you gonna do?
I only see one car. What am I doing wrong here? I'm assuming there are more cars than just Soy out on track.
You're only seeing Soy?
I'm only seeing Soy.
Well, you should be able to toggle through, but I know what I don't like this year is that the toggle like it's like almost a cutscene, like it kind of like cuts away and goes into like you can't just like skim through it. It's like a little stutter every time you change the driver. I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to jump around as much this year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue.
Well, hopefully they patch that up.
All right, Fish is on pole, Sharpshooter second, Say third, Sam fourth, Brian Scott fifth, Pretty is sixth, Frank Laratz is 7, Coxie 8, Soy 9, and Razorback is in 10th. Vinny Clips 11th. Rex will start 12th. T Money's in 13th. Jet Jew 14th. And we got Asylum, Bobby, and Hightower rounding out the grid for the sprint. And the nice thing is they get to spend the next length of qualifying, and be about a 20-minute thing. They're going to spend the next 20 minutes changing their grid position for the full race. So I think this is a much more enjoyable way. I think we're going to do 3 of them this season coming up. So we got 18 races on the calendar. We're still sorting out which races will be dropped. But 3 of those races will be the one-shot sprint, full qualifying format. Or, sorry, full race format, not full qualifying.
And to this point, we've just had registration, right? Or
yeah, just sign up so far. So
sign-ups, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, just
is there
sign-up phase.
Is there a target date for when the season would be
August
starting up?
The first week of August is what we're looking at, and the
Okay.
final week before that will be the evaluation races, and then that following weekend we'll be placing everybody in their tiers and setting up for the following week for races to start. So we're on the formation lap, obviously, which I think is necessary in my opinion. For you got to run a.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if you're able to warm
Everybody's
up
on the
tires.
mediums. Every single driver on the mediums.
Okay. Yep. I'll make sure my setup here.
I like this, like, we're jumping right into racing here. And this is all, it's not the grand finale, but it's still 10 intense laps for everybody. So I think it's going to be really fun and really special. Like, this is our first stream on the game, and I'm glad everybody turned up. We got a few newbies in here. I think guys that just joined the league recently have signed up and shown up to race tonight, and guys that have been here less than a week even. So it's a good mixture of veterans and new guys and guys from all different tiers. So
I'm really hopeful that we can get a whole bunch of new guys that, or the new guys, are available every week. It wasn't fun that it petered out there at the end, and I know it happens every year, but.
I think Pretty lost the car there on the formation laps. Someone went around.
I did want to ask you about this format here. Has there been any discussion as to like exploring in the first half of the season, for instance, how this format works, and then if it's not a good thing, then we cancel that out for the rest of the season, or if it's a really good thing, you kind of carry it on, or
the idea is that we're going to have 3 of them, and that those 3 will be. I think we're going to pick them. We're not 100% certain yet, but I think we'll decide which ones. If it doesn't work the first time and it's a disaster or something, then that's something we can just look at eliminating. The calendar will probably just stay the same regardless. We have 5 lights on. It's sprint time in Abu Dhabi. Season 8. Lights out. Let's go. We are underway. It looks like Fish gets a good start. Everybody coming into turn 1. No contact. Nice and clean. Very stable for everybody. Nobody doing anything silly. May have some contact coming up through this hill, though. It's tricky. Oh, someone's out. Someone's lost the car. It's Soy who's gone into the barrier, I believe. Soy's crashed.
Yeah, he's still in. He's still alive.
Yeah, Soy's in there. So good action going on up at the front here. The top 5 very close together, and then there's a bit of a drop off to 6, 7, 8, and they're all quite close to one another as well. So on board with Coxie. He's a ways back at the moment. Got Pretty late on the brakes. Looks like Coxie having a look though, trying to capitalize on Pretty's mistake. And Coxie goes right around the outside.
Yeah,
what a move!
Right around.
Nice stuff.
Wow.
Here comes Rex getting a look on
no.
Sam here. Frank is out.
Yeah, that was saw a lot of spare parts flying. Yeah, there's the Ferrari with no wing.
Probably gonna have a safety car here if the car is out.
And Soy's out without Soy's without a front wing.
Yeah. So Frank's had a moment. The good news for Frank is that it's not over. Like you can still get in the next race and just be starting at the back. So that's another thing. If you've been
great point. Yeah.
If you've been in a sprint race, you still got another crack at it. You kind of learn, or maybe I can't do that. We have a full, like every sector has a yellow flag. Oh, it's
Yeah.
VSC. Okay, but we're not getting the VSC thing
Okay.
on our broadcast feed. But I do see VSC on the signs to the side there. You see that?
I do not
Yeah.
see that.
On the
I just see
right-hand
that
side, the video, like the Marshall posts that flash. You see those? VSC.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen.
Those little boards
Yes, I
hanging
did.
at the side of the track. Yeah. So they're
Yep, yep.
flashing VSC.
Actually, just looking at my screen, I thought it was a display from me. No, I did see that on track. Yep.
Yeah. Yellow flags.
So Jack Pretty here is. I don't think he's very happy that Coxey passed him on the outside like that. He's staying right on his tail.
Yeah. And we're back racing. It looks like we've gone green again. So far, the game not doing a great job in notifying us of what's going on, honestly. A little confused there. So hopefully that's something that can get patched in the next couple of weeks.
And so, and Rex is looking to make a move on Sam.
Pretty having a look as well, yeah. So nice little scrap going on here for P4 at the moment. A few guys in the mix.
Sam trying to make a move on the inside.
Sam's got to get out of that one. Never on. Pretty did a nice job keeping him, leaving him space. Yeah, Pretty I think had a moment through the apex there, and Sam capitalized on that. So good stuff from Sam. Chicken.
Oh, and that's
There's
Team
a
Money.
Mercedes around the outside there.
That's Team Money.
That's Rex trying to go for it on Pretty, and he does get the move done. Team Money's had a moment.
Team Money's going to box. He's got no front wing. Yeah, Rex always has a great amount of pace, so P5 right now is not. That's not going to be his finishing spot, I'm sure.
Right. Let's get back up to the front. CA chasing down Flip Flop, Sharpshooter in the mix as well. So these guys hanging on to one another, getting that DRS, and then there's a bit of a drop off to Sam, but Sam pretty much has the rest of the top 10 in his grasp, or within his striking distance. So
Texas Razorback really was all over Private Jet Jew and just got a little too close, got a little wiggly, and lost all kinds of times now. He's falling into
here comes
the grips of Asylum.
Yeah, Asylum put some pressure on it, and then we have a moment for Rex, who's gone round. Oof, good thing his ghosting is on. That was rough. Well, Rex right into the path of an... Oh,
I don't like that.
I don't think he... Did he do that on purpose?
I'm not going to say. I don't know. It didn't look like he...
I mean, it was like pretty clumsy on the inside wall there, but I could see how it could happen when you just had a moment. It's very easy to lose the car. It doesn't really matter anyway. It is.
No.
It's preseason testing, but obviously in the regular season that would be reviewed. Regular season. We're in preseason.
Yeah, I get. I'm not saying that it was frustration, but I certainly get that because we've all been frustrated, and it takes a while to learn. I mean, I don't know if there are many golf players out there, and it took me a while to figure out how to basically quell my frustration and set it aside, basically.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, but it's really, you got to focus on what you can do from there. In golf, for me, it was always going to be like, it's going to be the next shot. Maybe it's the next shot, it's the one that I'm going to be talking about with friends and whatnot. So, get the frustration, but you got to find your way to get over that and keep moving on, because you never know what's going to happen.
We're going full safety car here. Do you think that anyone would consider... I was going to say a bunch of guys have switched to the softs. I was going to say, do you think anybody else is going to switch to the soft tire?
Well, you know, when they come out of the safety car...
They're all stacked up, right?
There might be like 5 laps, 4 laps. So...
no,
I would say... I was going to say, I don't think that the top 3, and even Sam, maybe... Oh, there, I'm wrong. I was say they weren't going to box, but they are.
I think you'll just be a sitting duck now with the softs behind you. Like fresh softs, they only need to go like 4 laps. Like you're gonna be flying.
Yeah, there aren't that very. You know, there are quite a few places to pass here. However, would we still be waiting for 3 laps after the safety car before the DRS came on?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, probably. Rex said he didn't do it on purpose, which is, yeah, we figured.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, honestly, but it's just like, I don't get the point. Like, it's already bad enough. You don't want to make it worse.
Right.
Maybe if it was like lap 28 and you're at the back and you're like, whatever. But not in the sprint portion.
And it's awful hard to, when in broadcast view, you can't really tell. And I caught that at the last second. And like I was saying, I think he could have gotten on the throttle real quick, and that really turned him sharp into the wall.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. This is gonna be good for the guys that fell way back, though.
Yeah, T-Money's pretty happy about this now. At least, he's going to be, he'll be at the end of the line, but he's back in it. He can race, which is really what we all want to do, is just be involved with other cars and do what we can to get around them. So, alright, so yeah, Sharpshooter and Sam did not box. Obviously, the top 5 didn't box.
Yeah. T-Money is going to have some really toasty tires by the time he catches up to these guys. He's a long way back. He's actually sort of pacing himself at the moment. See that? He's consistently 41 seconds back.
Yeah, you're right. It actually was 40 seconds, so... You're right on board with him.
I wonder if he's in a VSC, like the Delta time still. Which isn't good, because we need him to catch up.
Well, oh, Mao, that's the first time I went around that, riding on board with T-Money, and that is the first time I'd gone around that corner.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Yeah. Oh, and he got around again. All right, didn't hit a wall. So, new game. Everybody's still trying to get used to these things, so the new car setup and whatnot.
So easy to spin. I can definitely see how T-Money would be struggling there with no assist on.
Now, I tried the no ABS, so usually I'm driving with low brake assist, and so I tried no brake assist, and my goodness, I don't know, I got to make adjustments maybe to the wheel or something, but I would just touch the brake and I would go around, or not go around, it would lock up. I'm like, oh my god, and I thought, all right, maybe I'm being a little too aggressive on it, or maybe there's room for me to cut back. I know I need to get used to this, but it was really not happening. So I'm going to have to explore that a little bit. I don't know if anybody out there had that same difficulty, but I'd welcome any advice.
I personally, like, on the controller, like, pump the brakes. Like, you don't just push the brakes and hold them. You gotta, like, pump them and, like, I don't know. It's almost like trail braking, I believe. So you kind of, like, I don't know, like, when you go into a corner now, like, with ABS on, do you just, like, stand on the pedal and it just figures itself out? It's just like a push, or do you kind of have to pump it and, like, feather it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was trying to feather it. I was trying to be very light on it, but...
Yeah. Maybe the saturation, that might be something that, like, you need to, like, make the pedal less sensitive so that you can...
Perhaps, yeah, that's what I was
thinking.
Maybe
it's overreacting to your pushes because of, like, what it's being told to...
And maybe brake pressure?
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, I thought, the saturation, linearity, and all that good stuff there that I really don't understand.
Right. So anyway, I guess T-Money's caught up now, so we definitely will be ending safety car after this.
Nice.
I think there'll be DRS on the final lap.
So, not that they knew this, but that's what I was thinking would be happening, is you're just going to have a few laps left, and so... the medium guys, they only have a few laps to have to defend, and they're not like DRS is going to be activated right off the bat, so...
I do like this new Abu Dhabi layout. I think it is going to promote better racing. And obviously, like, no, this has been a little bit dull at the moment, but we got a whole race coming up still. Like, we haven't even gotten to the race yet. So
I
that's
really
exciting.
like those. I really like those sweeping turns versus the double, soft 90s, if you will.
Yeah, they're much better. They'll promote
yeah.
better exits and more overtaking.
And as a driver, it's for me, it's just a lot more fun when you're kind of there's just more on throttle versus having to cut back because you got to take that next turn. There were just too many of those.
Yeah. So sharpshooter, he's going to get us going again. Really backing the field up here. The safety car getting away from us. Safety car is very slow through this sector though.
Always like seeing the lead driver really back off.
Yeah, I get the gap early, and then you can honestly you can catch people out and just go when no one think you would.
Absolutely. It's better for everybody, really.
Right.
And there he goes. Wow, and TX Razorback really fell off there. He's a second and a half back already. So he got caught sleeping. I think Asylum is going to give him a hard time.
We got another yellow flag. Oh, looks like a big crash back there. Brian Scott and Hightower. Something happened there. Team on, you got another wing. I can hear the game, the cars coming from your mic. So I don't know if you have TV volumes up or something.
No, actually, let me. You know what? Maybe it is. You're right.
Stream?
No, it can't be. No, you're right. It's never up, but I turned it up when I let somebody try the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh no! I don't know who that was. Was it Say? It
Foxy?
was. Yeah, Say and Asylum had a collision.
Uh-oh.
Someone's gone into the barrier. Razor's having a look down the inside here. Oh, there's another collision. Jeez. Not been a great sprint here. Like, so far, there's been a lot of collisions. It's a good thing none of this counts. And it's a good thing we don't have to review incidents about it either. Well, oh my. Soy has had a monster crash. He is out. I guess that's it.
That's got to be... Well, in a manner of speaking...
It might not be a safety car because I think it's too close to the end. And it looks, it looks like they cleared it. Okay, perfect. No, I don't want it to be. I was going to say maybe we should make a no safety car for sprint rules so we can get through it quicker. If we run those races, like maybe have safety car off for the sprint portion, if that's possible.
So no safety car, would that still allow for VSCs?
I think there's a VSC only option, but I don't know if you can specify for sprint versus race, so I'll have to look into that. But I mean, a full safety car during a sprint's a little bit ridiculous, especially for like, we're trying to. I guess it's whatever.
In a game.
It's just the length of the race would be the same as short qualifying, so we don't really want the race to be longer because of the safety car, right? Because it's making our broadcast go even longer, which is not the worst thing in the world, but like kind of want to stick to the time frames, right? So Coxie's having a look, going by Jet Jew, closing up to the back of Razor now.
So you got Flip Flop Fish in third on the softs.
Yeah.
Sam in front of. Oh, he's all over.
Let's get on board with Fish and let's watch him try to get back to the front here. He's got a lap and a half to do it. What's going on there? Sharpshooter
had an incident. Yep. I don't know if he hit anything.
Oh, Sam with a huge tank slapper there. He's got to be feeling the pressure. It's the final lap. And we're going to ride on board with Fish here. Let's take the cameras down and let's just watch this battle here. Fish going for the win on the final lap. Pittman for the soft. Sam stayed out on mediums. Sam looking okay for the moment. He might be all right. He must have a battery pack that he's dumping right now.
Well, Flip-Flop,
sparks coming out.
It went a little deep into turn one, and I think that's what really helped Sam.
Oh, he's all over him. Sam harvesting. He is desperate right now. There he goes. Fish down the inside, and it's a done deal. Not even close. Sam couldn't do a thing about it. He dumped the battery trying to get away. He's still harvesting, and now Sharpshooter's all over him.
Oh, my. Yeah, Sam.
Sharpshooter with that DRS. Sam also with the
Ooh.
DRS. A little bit of a twitch there from both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just a glitch or
Really,
something.
that
Just lost your audio there for a second.
am I back?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Sharpshooter though, doesn't quite have the pace to get up there and challenge Fish. Sam's still hanging on to Sharpshooter for the moment though, and then we got Asylum pressuring Pretty. Looks like the front settled, so see if we got any close battles back here. I think that's pretty much it. So Fish is going to get fastest lap. He's going to win it. He'll be on pole for the race. Sharpshooter is going to be second. Sam will be third. Pretty. Yeah, penalty. Yeah, your audio's dropping again there.
Damn it. Okay, let me disconnect and reconnect here.
Yeah. So Razor, I think is a new guy. He just joined us, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And Razor looks like he's got himself up to 5th there. So can we get the position change? Look at that. Asylum up 11, Razor up 5, Jetju up 6, Hightower up 7. Those are some really good gains for the sprint. Asylum starting 4th now. That's really solid. Yeah, no worries, Rex. I'm not too concerned about it. You've never seemed like a guy that would crash on purpose, so. Razor, Asylum driver of the day. He got 11 places. Did you hear that?
I saw it. What would I have heard? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Sorry, I was just looking at some stuff. All right, so there's the points. I guess we can kind of have like a mini championship when there's a sprint race, right? Like, all right, who's gonna win the weekend? Who gets the most points this weekend?
Huh,
I'm gonna say.
Great idea.
Well, I think Fish should be the Fish or Sharpshooter gotta be the top bets, but who in the underdog category there? CA has pace and down in 7th, so he could easily end up on the podium. Coxie was driving well.
Brian
Tioni
Scott
seems to be struggling. Tioni seems to be struggling quite a bit. So
you raised a great you picked interest.
yeah, it's still dropping. I don't know if it's something to do with where your head is or.
Okay. Damn. All right. Let's see.
It sounds good most of the time. Maybe it's just like.
Moving.
Yeah. Well, whenever you move, it gets worse. So something to do with that.
All right. So, am I coming through clear?
Yeah, you sound good here.
Okay. So. No,
Now it's choppy.
Of course.
I don't get it.
What the F? I was gonna say that I think you have a good idea there. Maybe the sprint races, they carry more meaning if you keep track of the points scored in those sprint cup, in the sprint races. You could have a sprint.
You just have like a sprint championship at the end of the year. Just kind of keep track. I don't know. I think it's hard enough to keep track of the standings already.
Another formation lap?
Yeah.
So what can I do to reset the audio here? Obviously,
I think you're okay. It's for the most part, it's fine. Just occasionally.
Should I leave the chat and then come back? I didn't try that.
I think you're okay.
Okay.
It's fine for the most part. It occasionally happens, and then it seems to. If you just wait a second, it fixes itself. It seems so. I don't know what the deal is. I couldn't possibly begin to imagine.
I'm gonna give it a go. Anyways, I'm gonna
yeah. Sounds good.
Back out and come back.
I did notice that I've got the ability to jump around more. Like it's quick like last year. I don't have this like little lag like I was having. So that's a good thing. I can actually like follow the action better.
Okay. Hopefully that fixes it.
Let's see what happens. Not too worried about it either way.
No, but I know it can be annoying.
More so, I just can't hear what you're saying, so I can't respond properly.
I don't really say much anyways.
Yes, GP.
The Ferrari, the Ferraris look really, really nice this year. I like the black wings.
They do look really nice.
Whoa! What was that? Razorback DQ'd. I don't know what happened there. A lot of guys got
disqualified.
Wow.
I think this is the immersive grid slot parking. Look at this. Flip-flop fish. Flip-flop fish is pointed across the track here. This is interesting. Let's get that dropped for the start. We have 5 lights on. We're racing in the preseason test. Let's go. Fish off to a terrible start there.
Yeah.
Looks like Sharpshooter got him quite easily into turn 1, and there's contact already. Oh, and then Fish has been tangled with. Oh my goodness. Big moment for Fish. He's well behind at the moment. Got a lot of work to do now.
I didn't see any wing parts flying.
Oh,
so
someone's gone way off the road there. Is that Hightower?
Oh, that is
Coxie, looks like. Coxie's gone.
Maybe Coxie.
Coxie's at the back as well somehow, so he's been tangled up in something. Sharpshooter's left, so he's dropped. My goodness, this game.
Yeah, I
think it's testing.
Last. Oh, what happened there? The end of the first DRS.
I don't see anything happening. We got quite a scrap going on here. Fish trying to go back around the outside, up into 4th, slams the door on the other 2 drivers. And Fish gets the place. He's back to 4th, so Fish back in the hunt already. Sam putting some serious pressure on, but Sharpshooter obviously dropped. So it's going to be a little slower. Ghosted at the moment. Sam just kind of cruising through. Coxie's out.
Coxie retired.
That's going to be a safety car probably.
Think so?
Maybe not.
He's far enough back. They theoretically would have
every
time
we've seen
the
safety car, it's gone yellow across the course, not just the one sector. So that makes sense actually. Maybe it's a little easier to tell right away.
There's quite a 2.3 seconds between 9 and 10, so there's that first gap, and then there's another gap between 2nd and 3rd. Otherwise, everybody's nose to tail pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody looks fairly competitive with one another at the moment. There's a lot of good little groups having some good scraps. Getting distracted by the ghost cards. Sharpshooter's back.
So, private pit. Coming back out on the... Oh, I didn't... mediums. I didn't set this up correctly here.
So we got Seye putting some serious pressure on Sam. Sam doing everything he can to hang on to this. Seye down the inside. Sam sweeping to the outside. He's going to get the inside line for the next corner.
I think Sam ought to ride it out.
He's got it. Nice job from Sam. Yeah, he might as well defend. Waste the guy's tires. It's better, I think. Like, the soft tire is not going to last that long. Oh, Sam's lost it. Yeah, Sam's had a moment there, so... Yeah, he's dropped the lead.
I think it would have... Yeah, I think that it would have been better off for him to let Seye by and maybe get on... hold on to his tail end there and get dragged around the track for a little bit, knowing that Seye was going to have to box.
It's true. Sam's somehow still in the top 10, though, so that's actually a decent recovery given the moment he just had.
Yeah, so early in the race.
I mean, obviously he was in the lead, but... Fish moving to the outside. Soy is now out. Soy's had another big crash. That's a safety car. Soy has lost it in the top of the hill there, that long sweeping turn. So I think we're going full safety car. Let me see.
Bobby boxed for the hard tires.
Yep.
He's ready to go the rest of the way.
Yep. That might be a good show. I don't know if it's doable from here, but if you're on softs, you're definitely going to the hards now, right?
Yeah, but you might as well. I'd stay out.
Oh,
Oh,
big moment there. Maverick's
Razorback.
lost it. Maverick lost the car as well. Or was it? Oh, sorry, it was Razorback. You're right.
Hey,
I was thinking it was the same colored team, so.
I really like that corner. Right
Yeah.
there. They just.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a much
and
better.
who did we? Was
Maverick
that
just
private?
crashed out?
That might have been Maverick. However, his car did move on. But there was a car that had spun out and spun out again. Who is that? Where am I?
All right.
Yep,
Well,
so
anyway, Fish.
Private's out, I
It
believe.
was just a VSC, I
Maverick.
guess. Because we're racing again, and Fish is putting the pressure on Seye, who's on the softs. Fish's pace on the mediums, the class of the field at the moment, but Rex is lingering in the background. Big moment there for Pretty, looking at a move down the inside, trying to make use of those soft tires. Him and Seye do have good pace, but they're going to be struggling in due time.
Yeah, if you're the... Oh, Bobby retired. Damn. Yeah, those softs, if you're on those softs, you want this to go green for a little bit longer, and then you want a safety car. Get off those softs. However, you can't, obviously you can't plan for that, so I'd be curious to ask them, what are you trying to do at this point? And I don't mean that kind of sounded weird, but
Yeah.
what's the plan? What are your hopes? What strategy? That's the better way to put it. What are you trying to do? Doesn't sound good.
Yeah. What are you trying to do there?
Working out the kinks. Been a month since I've done some streaming, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's unfortunate we're down to 13 cars 5 laps into the race, but it's preseason testing.
Yeah, you get down to 8 cars, 7 cars, we can start talking about other things than this race. Not that I'm looking to do that.
Yeah.
And wow, what a battle.
Yeah, Rex and Asylum
Yeah.
going wheel to wheel here.
Rex
Sorry,
and
it's Pretty.
Say, yeah, Pretty, yeah.
Or Jack. Oh, late move from Jack. Trying to get down the inside. It does promote more wheel-to-wheel racing the way they've redesigned the corners.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really just
Absolutely.
slam the door in the other guy's face anymore.
Yeah, there's more room if you fail to make the corner. Well, actually, you don't even have to do that. It gives a driver with a setup that allows him to take those turns a little better, those sweeping turns.
Right.
That gives him a shot to make that move. The other guy really doesn't have to mess up too much.
Pretty is pit. I would imagine if you're going to pit now, why not just pit during that BSC?
Asylum is pit.
Asylum, yeah,
Say-
on mediums is coming in. Or
So
he's put
sharpshooter
mediums
here.
on?
So
Rex and Say having a good scrap out front. Mercedes boys dueling. Say still on those softs, holding up his teammate, quote unquote.
wow, great defending by Brian Scott. Sharpshooter had DRS and he could not get around him, and he's fallen back to over
Whoa.
a second now.
Super late move from Rex. You can really send it into that corner now for the overtake if you're not quite there.
Yeah, there's a lot of room. You can go too wide around that corner.
Yeah, Rex and Rex does get through. So let's go back to Vinny and Hightower. Hightower put some pressure on Vinny. A little bit of visual glitch there. Hightower jumping around, but you see him closing that gap on the interval. Sam also closing on Razor.
Sharpshooter at a purple sector 3 there. And he's all over Brian Scott again. He's going to have to do a better job, get a better exit coming out of turn 7 here, heading into the DRS. I think he's got it this time.
He does look a lot closer. Down the inside with the DRS.
Good stuff. Now for Sharpshooter, obviously the next guy in front of him is on the softs, but I don't, let's see how far Seye can take those softs.
Hightower still putting some pressure on Vinny here, following that battle at the moment. A nice heli cam shot from above. Looking really sharp, actually, with the nighttime kicking in now. Great visual. And this is what we're here for. Hightower runs really wide there. Definitely got penalized for it. I can see why he went well off. But that's okay. I mean, we still get to watch cars racing closely together. That's what we came to here to do. Like, we're not...
yeah.
Put the penalties aside. We're going to have some good wheel-to-wheel action tonight, so...
Well, I think, at least now, I think the driver...
Oh, Hightower! Huge moment for Hightower. He's got it turned around, but I believe he's probably picked up rear wing damage from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was...
Green again. Oh, he's had another moment.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, it was like
that's weird.
Visual glitch. I think he did screw up. I think he did mess up again, but it wasn't as bad as it looked with the glitching.
His front wing is definitely intact.
Yeah. It's like he just spun over the corner or something.
And unfortunately for us, we do not know if there was...
Well, now everybody's got a pit for fresh hards, right?
Oh boy, yeah.
I mean, that's a full safety car. So what are we?
To be honest,
what are we on a
probably
safety car
for?
No one retired.
Well, I think it might have been for that incident with for Hightower.
Yeah, but the first part was fine. It was after that glitch, like we saw the visual glitch, and then it was something happened there. Oh, is Hightower out? Because his car is stopped, or he's had another moment.
I'm riding on board with him. No, he's still going around.
I think his car was just stopped though.
He may have spun again. Maybe he overheated his tires.
Or at least he's going to be able to fix that.
And
he's going very slow now.
It's very glitchy, and he went around. Oh man,
they're really struggling. You just can't put any load through them. You have to just kind of feather it. They won't respond.
Well, he's boxing. Again, his front wing looks fine. I'm right on board and see if he gets front wing change or. And that's the only thing they can do, right? There's no... Obviously, they can't fix the undercarriage. They can't do anything for the rear wing either, right?
Interesting strategy. Interesting strategy from Fish here. He's put the softs on. I think if he... What's going on? He's stuck. Hightower's stuck in the pits. Okay, he's been released.
I think, for Flip-Flop Fish, he obviously has the pace.
Oh my god. Hightower's crashed into the wall on the exit, and he has no front wing now. Oh my god. No. Man, that is something. So Fish gone onto the softs. I think that's a very good strategy because he's clearly the quickest guy here. And
agree.
he's gonna be able to absolutely lay the hammer down. And he can probably take those softs 10 laps and then put another pair of softs on.
Yeah, he definitely want this. He definitely wants this next stint to go green.
Yeah.
Because I think that he can build himself. I mean, this is going to be interesting because Rex obviously has pace as well, and for all intents and purposes, they're of equal pace. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how far he can flip-flop can the gap he can create for himself. He probably can't create enough time for pitting and regaining and maintaining first place, but.
I think he can. The hard tire.
You think so?
It's a substantial jump.
Oh no, that's Hightower. My bad. I'm sorry.
Say Hightower, I think, is pitting. Obviously, yeah.
Yes, he is.
I
yeah.
can't believe he wrecked his swing.
Oh,
He's got a
5-second penalty.
My goodness, what a night.
Hey, well, we're working out the kinks, boys.
He on the exit of the pit lane broke his whole front wing again. That is just torture.
And this is not one of those challenging pit entries, really.
No.
And he's staying in the pits. What's go? Okay.
I was gonna say he might just be he's had enough. He did cause the safety car as well. So it's obviously been a rough go tonight for Hightower. Mailman's here.
Oh, you're at the tail end of his delivery route, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, it's late in the day, isn't it? You're
Yeah.
saying the mailman.
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely done. Because your dog barked. I was like, oh, mailman's here.
Oh shit! You heard that? She's
Yeah, I can hear your dog.
He's like freaking. Gotta be 50 feet away
I heard
from
him bark a couple of times. No, your microphone seems to pick up like the background. If he's 50 feet away and I hear him, I mean it's just a loud noise, right? Like that's dog barking is. It's loud for a reason.
Yeah, the dog weighs about 14 pounds.
He sounds like he weighs 14 pounds. I'll just say that.
He'd run away from your cat, I could tell you that.
I guarantee he would. My cat would not have any of them. My cat is probably 20 pounds. He's a big boy. No, I don't know if he's 20, but he's definitely little dog size. Yeah, we are racing again, but it's pre-season.
Yeah. And a Beck, I can remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've told me before. Beck is always looking for a little snack.
So he's looking for a snack. I actually have got him. I've got him to stop eating all of his food at the same time now. So he should be starting to correct the weight a little bit.
Level off.
Yeah, but before I would like give him little portions, and he would just like always be hungry. And then it's like, well, now I just gave him I gave him his both like his wet food and his dry food together at the same time. And then he just, by nature, will pick one, stick to it, and then the other one sits there. So he doesn't eat all of it. He like spaces it out. And I kind of just top up the food bowl every day now, rather than like have to fill it. Like it's like he's got two separate dishes now, and it works better. Anyways, this has been Cat Talk with Omega.
So yeah, Rex. So Flip Flop has been able to put up nearly 2 seconds now on one lap. So yeah, it's good. Pulled away from Rex.
Someone's trying to break into your house, GP.
I'm gonna block my mic. I'm gonna turn it off for a second.
Yeah. Figure out what the dog's barking at. Make sure it's not an intruder. GP just screaming at someone right now. Hey, shut that damn dog up! We're just pretending we can hear what he's saying. Eventually. Well, we've had a moment for Pretty. He's gone
Jack,
around.
yep.
Got it together. No safety cars. Game does seem to overreact, so I'm starting to wonder if maybe we explore the option of reduced safety cars for this season. So we have less of those overreaction safety cars. They are nice, but they're also sometimes a little excessive. Like, it's good sometimes to get everybody on the same page again, but...
Pretty is really giving Frank fits here. And yeah, so he had a chance. I really like that. He had a chance to get to the inside at the end of that long straight. So yeah, it created another passing opportunity right there at the end, because otherwise in the past, if you didn't make that move before you got to that first left-hander, you couldn't get by, and now you can carry your momentum through and you can perhaps complete that pass.
We got Sam looking to make a move on Vinny. Let's check that out quickly. But we do have a good scrap going on for P2 right now. Sharpshooter just hanging on to Rex, not quite in DRS range. And we got Brian Saye tagging along behind them. Right now, the story Fish on the soft tires, trying to make himself a gap. He's only 3.5 seconds up the road. He is gaining, but he doesn't really have a gap that looks like this is going to work out at this point. He needs to be further up the road, I think, now.
Yeah, Saye is all over Brian Scott as well. It's a great battle. Yeah, you're right. Up front here. Obviously, Flip-Flop has pulled away on the softs, but these guys are really battling for the net lead. If there isn't another caution, Flip-Flop is going to be in trouble.
Mm-hmm. We got Saye taking a peek now. Brian Scott doing a good job keeping that pressure on Sam. They're all driving really smoothly at the moment.
This is what we sign up for.
Yeah.
This is great.
And this is why we're here, sipping on gin and juice. My juice is a little sour and fermented, but it's kind of a juice.
Now that you say that, I want a whiskey sour.
Yeah. Well, what are you waiting for?
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna do that now. I
It's pre-season testing. Come on. I actually do need to refill my wine, so next safety car. I do need to refill my wine, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on the Sharpshooter Scott. I'm going to stay on Brian Scott, because I think he's going to be the guy that will give us the best view of the little scrap for the next
minute so
I'll
stay on board with them then.
This. Yeah.
Yep.
Stay on the broadcast view. I'll be back.
Yep. So Sharpshooter is... This could be good. I'm going to go on board with Sharpshooter. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, so you're still half a second behind him. However, as a driver, you want to be... Oh, Sharpshooter went a little deep, broke a little late, and he's lost the position to Saye. Saye taking advantage of the opportunity. Great stuff. Oh, and no, Brian Scott spun. And he is going to drop at least 2 positions.
All right, I've
Sharpshooter.
Switched over to Sharpshooter and Saye now.
Yeah, so
Brian was doing
Sharpshooter
nice,
had a moment. Sam with a penalty.
Vinny's caught up to Sam now.
Sam wanted to race Miami tonight.
Yeah, I think we can get that in a week or two. Maybe a little too early to throw everybody into Miami for a full weekend, but at least this track is a touch different. Does look really nice.
Saye got a much better exit coming out of that turn, out of that chicane.
It looks like Sam got a much better exit than Vinny, because he is absolutely gapping him.
Saye is very consistent from the races that I've been able to watch him, he doesn't make a lot of mental mistakes. I mean, something happens to drivers all the time. However, it seems like a lot of the times, for him, it's unforced errors. It's not unforced errors, I should say. It's not self-inflicted wounds for him.
Yeah, it's generally getting caught up with other drivers, I think, has been the biggest issue. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's like a prominent issue, but it's been really the only thing. Maybe an occasional spin or something that we aren't recalling, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, there's certain guys that when they're on the track, you just don't really expect to see them go sliding down the order.
And there are a lot of drivers, and we're all included in this, really, for the most part. But there, in terms of averages, there are drivers that will hurt themselves often, almost every race, and then there are those that you need to hope that they might be able to, that they might have a moment. And Seye is one of those guys that you have to hope maybe has a moment, because it doesn't happen very often for him.
Sharpshooter trying to get by Seye, but Seye holding on for the time being. Those soft tires absolutely did not work for Fish. He's basically lost his advantage, and he's only got 3.2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah.
Unless he's gone into extreme management mode, I think he would have been better off on mediums. Really. Yeah, he's pit. Pretty is retired.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a safety car.
Ooh.
I think it's a safety car, and that is huge for
Fish.
For Fish, he'd already gone into the pits
Big
for
time.
his... He's put 8-lap old hard tires on. Why has he done that?
Oh, maybe it was too late. He had already made the call.
Zero. Sorry, it's changed. It's 0. He's coming out right behind the safety car.
Man, mediums would have been the tire, I think.
Yeah, well, originally, yes. But now he's got a safety car. He's kind of eliminated his mistake. And the other guys on hards aren't going to come in, are they? I don't think they are. Are you going to come in and... I mean, maybe you should. I guess so. I don't know. What are
the
you
mediums
do?
should be able to go the rest of the way.
The soft should be able to go the rest of the way, is what these guys think. Sam, Jeju, Asylum. They've gone soft.
Yeah, by the time they get going again, it'll, they'll have 11 laps of racing. So, again, it's just so driver dependent and setup dependent. You got guys that'll go, 12 laps on the softs to 50%, we'll say, and then other guys are struggling to get that 50% before 9 laps.
Right.
But at this point, at lap 17, I really think that anybody that's boxing should be getting on to some fresh mediums.
That doesn't look like... I don't know who that... Okay, so the car up front isn't boxed, but Rex has stayed out. Seye...
Sharpshooter's boxing, and so is Seye.
Rex is staying out, though.
These boys better get on... The softs or mediums? Mediums would be conservative.
If you're
softs would be aggressive.
If you're not pitting... Vinny and Brian are staying out. I don't think that's the call. I think they're going to end up behind anyway. Are they going to get through? I think they are, yes. So they are going... That's really good news for Rex. This is what he needs, is a couple guys on the same strategy sitting behind him that play spoiler for the guys who pit for tires. And then there's Fish there, who's probably in the best position of the 4. Like, Fish on fresh hards will be able to compete.
Yeah, and, if I were Seye and I were Sharpshooter, and they both have pace, I would be smiling right now. I'm thinking podium.
Yeah. Yeah,
now,
those guys on the mediums, I think, are in the best spot. Fish, compared to the 3 ahead of him, is in a better spot than them. So, and the other guys behind all have penalties, so that's something that is going to hurt them at the end, especially... Maybe these guys that stayed out were thinking, hey, we don't have penalties, like, these guys, how much can they gain on us?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it for us to be behind them?
And Vinny Clips is new. Vinny Sips.
Vinny Sips?
Vinny. Vinny. Let's just go with Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny works.
So, a new driver, so absolutely no familiarity with him.
Yeah.
However, he finds himself in second place here. Sandwich between Brian Scott. Did he finish P2 in Tier 2?
He's definitely been with us for sure. I'm not really sure where he was.
He was, I think, finished second in Tier 2. I'm not 100%, but a very fast driver. He may have won the championship away from him, but we know what Rex can do.
Yeah, other new drivers, give them a shout out. Frank Labratz and Razorback, I believe, are both new guys.
Yes.
So they're new, they're hanging in there. Pretty, I think, did he join as a reserve late last season? He may have. I think he's...
I haven't seen his name.
Yeah, so he's new. Yeah, so quite a few new guys showed up tonight, and then we've got our guys from all three tiers, really. Just a good mixture of all the guys from the league out tonight.
Yep.
And we'll set up a few more of these before we get to the season. It's 3 weeks out from now, so 3 weeks we'll be racing round one, and we're not 100% certain what round one will be, but probably Bahrain.
Very exciting, though.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this. New cars, new
New layouts?
No. The league has kind of changed the.
Yeah, it's a little refresh. I guess a refresher.
Yeah.
It's like a refreshment for the league. Season 8. We're trying to make a couple tweaks and tighten up on a few things, and that'll be race driving standards will be cracked down on, and behavior in the Discord will be cracked down on, just to put it plainly. Beyond that, we're going to include sprint races. We're going 18. We're aiming for 18 and 18 for both seasons. We're dropping the assists in the top group, so there's basically a no assist tier, or a line only tier, we'll call it, and then everybody else will just be sorted by pace like they usually are. So it looks like right now we've got a nice full group for that no assist tier, and everybody else using assists will be put in by their pace and sorted into the appropriate groups, and there should be still a lot of excellent racing. There will just be a group that, something I was thinking about tonight was that no assist here was going to breed these sort of like brilliant drives. Like someone who's, kind of not had a great season will just find the track that suits them, get a good setup together, and just put in a brilliant drive, and you're just like, wow, look, like this guy's completely overachieved today. I feel like that's going to happen a lot more in the no assist tier as guys develop and like craft their skill a little bit and adjust to driving with zero assist if they're new to it. Then obviously we're just going to have really like cracking racing through tier 2 and tier 3, or whatever we end up calling them. We might rename them just to make sort of a separation between the assist and the no assist, but we'll see what happens. But either way, like, we're going to have 3 good groups of racing, and if you take all the guys with no assist and you let them race one another, and you leave everybody else to race amongst themselves, like, we're still going to have 40 quality drivers in those other tiers. It's not like we're going to be depreciating the product here, right? It's just sort of putting everybody on equal terms, basically.
Yeah. By no means are you diminishing the quality that. No, I mean, overall, everything stays the same. It's just now you guys have opened it up to allow for the higher end guys to have equal competition, or
people on the same they're on equal terms, whether it's the same whether it's the same skill level or not. They're not using something to get an advantage on you, and it's not to say that that's a bad way to drive, because the point is that what I'm interested to see is the guys that aren't going to use assists, that aren't quite quick enough to be at the top. and they'll be in Tier 2 and Tier 3 racing these guys with assists and see how they end up doing by the end of the season. Stuff like that I think will be really interesting. You know, it's going to be a good refreshment and something I think we need. Yep. It's something I think we need going forward to kind of have.
Oh, Vinny!
Oh, my
Vinny's
goodness.
up. Oh, he got on. That's so easy to have to do right there.
Yeah,
oh,
I think we're
man.
clear of safety cars now, so we should be getting some good racing here. We got Seye putting some pressure on Fish, so the hard tires versus the mediums, the older hard tires ahead. We're gonna have a good little scrap here.
Really good opportunity for Seye to stamp his name into the upper echelon of ZOR drivers right now, because obviously Flip-Flop and fast drivers, and now Seye is chasing him down. He's got the stock. I'm sorry, the medium tires. Space.
You're having a little bit of audio breakup again there, GP.
Damn it!
Most of what you said came through, but just occasionally sounded a little underwater. But that's okay. We're working out the kinks. Maybe everybody pitch in and get GP a new headset for the season. Might just be the mics just going. Sometimes it happens.
I don't know. It's fairly new.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but
is it a USB plug-in? Maybe the USB plug's a little loose or something.
So I'm doing Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, but Bluetooth. So.
Okay.
Wonder. No, I can't do that. Anyhow. All right. Well, sorry guys if I break up and piss you off.
It's not making me mad. I just wish I could hear what you're saying. You know. But Frank's had a huge moment. So a couple of the new guys made it through most of the night, but right near the end had some big issues. Frank and Vinny both having some problems at the end of the race here. Seye still putting some pressure on Fish, closing in.
He needs to stay within that DRS. When that's activated, he should be able to get by. Those meetings will definitely. They're just warming up too.
He honestly looks quite close at this moment. Like he could have a look.
I think he might have him. He's
got him under braking surely with the mediums.
Yep. Push wide. There you go. Yep. So Seye is really looking good right now. If I were him, I'd be eyeing the top step on the podium.
Oh, I think he's got it. It's to lose really at this point. No penalties either.
I was just going to say no penalties, don't get any, and yeah, he's really closing in quickly on Rex. And again, he's very solid. He doesn't make mistakes, so if he knows that he needs to avoid another warning, he'll be able to do it.
Yeah, a lot of close gaps there. The top four are all within DRS range of each other. DRS now active. Asylum putting around in 9th there, trying to hang on, or sorry, 8th.
Yeah.
He's trying to close in on Jetju, trying to hang on there through the first sector. So DRS active. Let's see if anybody can get some big gains down this straight.
6 lap old softs. Wow, they missed an opportunity to pit. Maybe they didn't have another pair of softs.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain Frank is new, but he did go into the pit lane to retire, which is, if he didn't know that rule and just went ahead and did that, that's great.
Yep.
But because he did go in the pits to retire, I'm thinking maybe he has been here, or is it just sort of like just a understood rule across all leagues to do that?
Yeah, I don't recognize the name. Doesn't mean that he hasn't been here. However, it is good racing etiquette that should be carried amongst, across the board, different leagues. So
yeah, I think so.
If he's raced in other leagues, then it's probably.
It does seem to not cause issues, so it seems to be the way to get out if you're done. I think one time I can ever remember that it actually caused a safety car.
So Rex is
He's
his
under
mirror's
pressure.
full of Say.
Really, the three of them.
Yeah.
They're all there.
Oh, but Rex got a great exit. I don't know if Say is going to be able to make this move here.
I don't think he... Oh, he's closing fast.
He's got
Look
the
at this
inside.
down the inside.
Yeah, yep. I'm surprised that Rex moved to the outside there. Really. I think he should have stayed to the inside. And what am I
Maybe he
talking
wants
about?
the DRS here.
Wait, he's way faster than I am.
I bet he does get the DRS through here, which is kind of the place
Yeah,
you want to be ahead at the
you
end
need-
of.
Protect the inside. Protect the
They're
inside.
going wheel to wheel, the two Mercedes drivers side by side.
There you go.
Rex not quite close enough to get it done. Now Fish
So,
in the hunt. He's right there as well.
yeah, so Say really... P1 now, he's gotten by Rex. He really needs to give himself a little bit of distance before they get to the next DRS.
Yeah, now's the time to dump the battery, I think. And especially if Fish can keep Rex occupied.
Great,
Sharpshooter
great stuff.
putting some,
Top four.
Sharpshooter putting some pressure on Fish too. So Rex doing everything he can to hang on. That DRS is going to be super helpful here, and I think he's close enough to maybe take a look with it. He's not that far off. It's not like he just tucked in DRS. He's in range.
So, nothing against Say, but really, Flip-Flop, Rex, and Sharpshooter have really been, fast drivers in this league for a number of seasons now. And so, Say in front of them, this is great that, he's given these guys fits. And they're battling behind him, and if they keep battling behind him like that, he's gonna pull away.
I think Fish is going to get by. I think he's got this, yeah. Fish does move ahead. See if Fish can give Say a lap.
Sharpshooter went really deep.
Yeah, it's a good point. Say, for him to beat these three would be something, it is a meaningless race, but to say you beat these three on track in a race is a pretty good achievement, because all three of them are capable of winning races in this league.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Say, I think this might only be his, second full season, perhaps?
No, I think this is his first full season. He came in as a reserve halfway through last season, I think, maybe. Around that time. So, yeah, really good showing tonight.
Oh, Flip-Flop really got a good turn through that. Not quite close enough, though. No DR. Ooh. I don't think DRS is activated at that point. At this point, is it? I didn't.
It is active. Yeah, it's been active for a couple laps. Yep. I do believe Fish has it. Yeah, there you go. Fish has it.
Okay. Yeah, so Say, I think he needs to defend that inside and just ride it out. Ride it out. You got the grip, and you got the tires, and
Rex and Sharpshooter going wheel to wheel here. Sharpshooter well off the road there to get ahead. I would say he should concede that place by rule, but he obviously did get a penalty that is going to concede the place regardless of what he does. Definitely overtook off the circuit in my opinion, but he did get a 3-second penalty in that moment too. Fish putting the pressure on, Say, Sharpshooter, and Rex.
how much can Rex do on 18 lap old medium hards?
Yeah, they can't be a great.
Sharpshooter had a moment there. I don't know what happened. It seemed like he just maybe somebody within his household got his attention and he forgot to brake.
Oh, here comes Fish down the inside. Sends it. And into the chicane, it is a little easier to make the move stick. Through the sweeping bend at the end of this DRS zone, it's a lot harder to to keep that move active, to make it work, make it stick. I was thinking about DRS active. I said the wrong word. But yeah, to
That's
keep
all
that
right.
move and make it stick, it's a little harder into that long. It's more of a sweeping hairpin now, and it's good. It's good for like ascend, but it's also hard to defend if you're like fighting tooth and nail. I think in the chicane, it's a little easier to put your car in a spot where you can close the door and stop the other driver from being alongside you.
So if I were say right now, I'd be thinking, all right, I need to stay close to him for this lap. You don't want to pass him on lap 28.
Yeah.
You want to pass flip-flop on lap 29.
So you're thinking
So
you sit and harvest?
Yeah. Well, you do whatever you can to stay within, striking distance, and he's kind of a little bit out of that right now. I would think he needs to be within 0.4 of a second.
Yeah, he's losing it.
Yeah.
He just picked it up, though. And that's going to help him stay there. Sharpshooter under serious threat from Rex here. He's got no DRS.
Boy, Sharpshooter did get a better exit, and he's going to have this move done.
Yeah, job's done for Sharpshooter. Gets back into third, obviously carrying a penalty, so he's probably not going to keep that, but going to try. And Rex trying to hang on here in striking distance. We have another yellow flag. And Coxie is out, I believe. Actually, Coxie was out a long time ago. He just left, actually.
Yeah.
So Frank, I guess, is the last retiree.
So we're about to start the last lap, and this is for Say. This is it.
Yeah, this is where he needs to dump the battery and use up all the juice and try to make that move stick on that final sweeping corner. If he gets ahead into that little hairpin corner, it's not really a hairpin, it's more like a, I don't know what you'd call it really, more like a spoon, I guess, but
it's just probably
it's kind of
still
like a
hairpin.
spoon. It's kind of like a spoon corner. It's fast, but anyways, Say needs to make the move there, and then he can just position the car in a manner that Fish can't get in front. He's lost
he's lost time with DRS, so
yeah, so Fish I think's got this in the bag.
Yeah, he's flexing his muscles, no doubt.
No wonder he keeps inviting everybody to race every night. He's having a great time out here. Alright, Say, I think he's pretty much lost it. So Rex really has a couple corners to take a stab at this and get ahead, but I think he's going to have to finish behind Sharpshooter. Let's check those penalties quickly.
Yeah, that's
Sharpshooter has 15 seconds.
Wow, 15 and 23 for Sam. How is Sam still in this race? Oh, and Sharpshooter went around.
Oh my goodness, so 15 seconds turns to...
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Reset the track, I think. Brian Scott with the nice spinneroonie across the line.
Wow, half the field failed to finish.
Great showing, guys. It's very promising for Season 8.
Yeah, first race, new game. I don't know how much.
Sam had a nice crash there. I think Jet Juice gonna get him because he didn't cross the line. Look, he never. Oh, he did just barely.
Hit him! Oh, he didn't drive
Jet
into
Juice hits
Sam.
him, yeah. Because he crashed out before he was across the line. I think he counts. Should go chirp Sam for finishing 9th. Yeah, at least. He could have at least finished 8th. Look at that, we're done right at 9:30. So that worked.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah. And we started late too. And we had
we
safety
did. It was
cars.
almost 10 after.
Yeah, and we had safety cars, so I think we can get this sprint, one-shot sprint, full race thing done in like the allotted time. I think it's doable. And I think most people would say you either have one shot or you have a reverse grid or something. But I think one shot's the best way because it gives everyone at least a chance to decide where they're starting, not just like be placed somewhere, right?
Right. Yep.
You get one shot at it. If it it doesn't work, whatever, you still got the sprint to figure it out. Anyways, good little session. I think we'll wrap things up. I'm not going to do interviews in the off season. That's enough for the night. So we'll go through the order quickly. Right? Yeah, no interviews. No.
Okay.
There's our weekend results. Looks like Fish dominant, wins the sprint, wins the race, and he's got one fastest lap. Pretty picked up a fastest lap in the race portion, I believe, anyway. CA, sharpshooter. I'm going to go to the results for race. There we go. So
Rex.
Fish, CA, Rex, Scott, sharpshooter, Razor, Asylum, Jetju, Sam, and Frank in your top 10. Frank wouldn't get a point if this were a real race because he didn't complete 90%. And the rest of the guys, obviously, no points. 11th down, all DNF'd to 18. So hopefully the next race we get a little bit better of a showing and we don't have 9 DNFs. I would prefer, maybe a few, but hopefully it's a little bit better next time around, and we're not sure when that'll be. It might be later this week, could be next week. We might go do a couple next week or something, maybe on a Monday and Wednesday type thing, and we'll get some official preseason races up, and it'll be kind of like first come first serve again, and get those. We'll give you some tracks to vote on, stuff like that. So we'll catch you next time. Not sure if I'll be streaming it. Not sure who will be streaming it, but we'll definitely catch you in 3 weeks for the debut, the premiere of Season 8, Round 1, and details to follow regarding which race will be first, and if there will be any preseason testing. That's it for tonight. GP, any thoughts before we go?
No. I do have thoughts, but not enough time to express them.
Oh, yeah. No. All right, we'll save those for next time. We'll get another one. I think next Monday we could definitely run another one, and we'll see what else we can fit in between then and now. Maybe a couple things, but we'll definitely be back for Season 8 August 1st, 3 weeks from now. We will start Round 1, Season 8, and it will be the line-only tier, the no-assist tier. Will be Monday night, and we'll be here to broadcast that for you. So, unless you're in it, GP, maybe you're join it, and then no, maybe.
What's that? Say that again.
If you're racing in the no assist tier, then you might not be here.
That's true. If I turn off all the assists, with the exception of the line, if we're going on pace based setup, I might be like at the bottom of tier 3.
Yeah, so you're probably better off just keep the assist and race in tier 3 or tier 2 or wherever you get placed, right?
Yeah. I think
I'm
going to
still do the commentary on the Monday.
Yeah. I'm going to try to work on the no ABS. But really, that's the only one. I have no ABS. The ABS and the line are the only two I have left.
Right.
And I've been racing that way for a couple seasons. So, as I mentioned earlier, when I turn the ABS off, that is a learning curve that I need to explore.
Well, definitely,
and it takes time.
Post in the Discord for sure, and I'm sure somebody can maybe give you a little bit of advice on how to overcome that or how to cope with it. So, I think Puff would be a good place to check because he switched over not that long ago. I think he came from pad no assist to wheel no assist though, so it might have been easier for him. But anyway, check in the Discord for sure. I think someone would be able to give you some advice there. But that's it. We'll wrap up the stream, and we'll catch you next time for the next preseason test. And we get going in 3 weeks, 3 nights again, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. So the first week of August, stay tuned, get the notification on, hit subscribe, and we'll go racing again in a few weeks. Night, everybody.